So you know what would be interesting
Nope.
if you take something absolutely boring
Nope.
and turn it into a game.
Nope.
What would that be called, Tim?
The Life of Chico.
That is illness. Welcome to ILNL.
I have no life. What can I say?
He has no life. It's on the record.
I feel that you do. This is your life.
Go to work. Come home.
Mm-hmm. Do
YouTuber
what?
game.
Uh-huh.
Feed the turtle. Feed myself.
Mm-hmm.
Go to sleep.
You do comics. You draw. You
I
are
read comics.
vicious when it comes to drawing. When it comes to
I haven't drawn anything in a while.
Did you ever finish your Michelangelo piece?
No.
Oh, there you go. You got something to do.
I got, I think, 4 turtles left to color.
I see. There you go.
oh. Well, I
Yes.
guess we could talk about it. Well, guess we could talk about it now.
Okay, well, first let me do a proper introduction of things, and then we'll get into things. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the
Hi,
show.
everybody. Introducted.
Tim here, Chico, as always,
Is that a word?
and Mr. Cortez.
Hello.
Helming the third chair. So what was on your mind before we actually do what we're going to do?
Oh no, there's this guy who's like all black comics, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I got his information. Well, I got him. I got him on Facebook. So I want to make a proper introduction, and I would like to see if he can have him on the show because it definitely falls within the vein of
Name.
John.
Leguizamo.
Oh,
John Jacob.
Jingleheimer. Oh,
Schmidt.
can we sing that?
Too late. Already did it.
Oh,
All right. Well, while
Reset.
you're doing searching, I'm going to keep the train running.
yes.
So, at the time that we're doing the show, it is San Diego Comic Con in San Diego, California. And we're here on the East Coast, not at San Diego Comic Con, but
No life.
Yet, John Fortune.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know why you know that name, but I'm gonna do you a solid.
Mm.
There you go.
He does a Redskins
Redskins, Commanders.
Commanders.
We've grown up.
We've evolved.
We've gone through
We've
changes.
evolved.
Yeah, he
Okay.
does a what's called.
Yes. So, San Diego Comic Con is happening, and as with all things that are events and such, we try our best to cover what we can within the geek and nerd culture. And thankfully, the internet has provided for us to where we can still talk about things that have come out.
Star Wars Effects has a robotic baby Yoda that greets people. And they've been taking
Wait, that
pictures
does
and
what?
He sits there and he's animatronic and stuff. He's like at the head of the table, so that's basically the greet.
Oh, that is so cool. I'm gonna buy one of those.
Mega Ran got a video with him.
Mega Ran. Look here, Raheem. We gotta have you on the show. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next
Where
thing.
is this going? Like I thought
All right.
we liked Ran. What happened?
So, yes, Primal. So a lot of the things that we're pulling from is from IGN because they're there and they're covering it, and they're doing it with speed. So it made no sense for us to go and try to hunt everywhere. We just pretty much sticking on IGN. So thank you, IGN. Primal, one
Great
of our
show.
favorite producers of cartoons, did Dexter's Lab on Cartoon Network. Did a show after.
Can I pronounce it? Gwendy Tartowski?
I thought it was Gendy.
Gendy?
Yeah, I can't do the last name though. But yes, he dropped Primal which is the story of a prehistoric man, a Neanderthal, and his adventures trying to basically survive.
Yes.
He then comes up on a raptor who is also trying to survive. And in the mix of all of this, they have now become partners in crime, trying to navigate this prehistoric world together as bosom buddies or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a buddy cop thing, but they've learned to work with each other. So it's a very interesting concept. Season 1 was amazing.
Dude, I didn't even realize it seemed like it's been more than one season.
It felt like it.
Like, I've been watching this for quite some time now, so that's why I'm just like, season 2. That's all we're on. So it makes me want to go back, start from the beginning. Like, I guess for me, I ended up watching it at random,
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing the whole training and everything, and couldn't really stay up at 12 o'clock at night, Sunday mornings and things. But yeah, I got back to watching it, and just the connection, like the connection that they have, like the losses that they faced, how they found each other or whatever, like it's pretty daggone amazing. And all this from them them having their own means of communication. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say that
pretty
was
much just
anything.
like grunts and screams and
Yes.
such, and like no true dialogue
Nope.
is really being expressed in this
Not for them,
cartoon
at least.
series. Yeah.
Yep.
Everything is just like vocal expression through, like if it was a video game, it would be bleeps and bloops.
Exactly.
Sometimes the equivalency of that. The cool thing is that during SDCC, they dropped the first 2 episodes of season 2,
Indeed.
which we watched.
Rewind a bit. The girl he's basically trying to go after. Was
Yes.
she speaking English? I can't remember.
I don't believe any character in there was speaking any resemblance
I know
of English.
she was trying to talk to him. I couldn't
They-
remember
they
whether
were- they
it
were
was
trying to
English
communicate,
or
not-
something else.
I think, if my memory serves me right, the female character that he's trying to find or has lost or something, I can't really remember from season 1. I got to go back. She seemed a little bit more advanced
Yes.
in her development.
Yeah.
So
The
she
premise reminded me of, it was an old 80s movie with, I want to say,
Beastmaster.
no, I want to say Daryl Hannah, one of her earlier works. Her and her family, I don't know if they were time traveling or came from outer space or whatever. Anyway, they landed on Earth, and during the prehistoric times, her parents were killed. She was raised by the caveman community, and she's like the only blonde.
That vaguely sounds familiar, and I can't recall it. If you guys know, let
Had
us know
some
in the
crazy
chat.
movies during the Gen X times, man.
Let us know in the chat below this video if you're on YouTube. Of course, if you're listening to this in the podcast directories, let us know inside of the community.
Absolutely.
So,
Or I could just Google it.
what?
I could just Google it.
You can Google it. So, what did you think of the first 2 episodes for season 2?
The first one was fun. I mean, the whole, I don't want to give it away, like what's going on,
I think it's fun.
Like-
I mean, people at SDCC saw it.
The exploration from point A to point B.
The journey, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That was fun to watch.
I think the storytelling
Second episode
was really good.
was a little on the heartbreaking side.
It was a good story.
It was.
It was a good story.
It was.
And like, I think that's the thing that makes Primal so strong. Like, doing this type of storytelling where you can't rely on dialogue. Everything has to be done through
Primally.
Yes.
It makes you primal.
Yeah. You got to go to your core. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing of the emotional aspect of storytelling is done extremely well. It's really hard to make someone feel something when you're taking away one of your senses, right? And Primal does an extremely good job of making you feel what's happening in the scene. And in these first 2 episodes, I definitely felt that I became closer to the two main characters, and I had not seen them in a while. I need to look to see if these characters actually have names, like, because since they don't really speak a
think they
formal
do.
dialogue, like what they be called, and the voice actor who, how do they get a credit for screaming?
I would like for his name to be Linkovich Tomowski. That is all.
Okay, check IMDb to see if Linkovich is on there. So
no, I know where that name is, but no.
oh, okay. So yeah, so the
That
first
was-
2 episodes. Go ahead.
From Encino Man.
Oh, I've never watched that.
I am learning so much about the movies you have not watched.
There's a lot of movies I haven't.
buddy.
I know it's Pauly Shore that's in it.
Yes.
I've never watched it. That's the one that had Brendan Fraser in it, right?
That was like his first movie, wasn't it?
Encino Man? No.
That wasn't
Brendan
Fraser?
was a child actor, right?
Yeah,
He
Brendan's
was?
been in
Yeah, he was a child actor.
Oh.
Cause I just saw a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I know I saw a movie with him. He was a bun. I mean, may not have been a bun for you all. Yeah, he was like, I didn't even realize it was him. It was just like, that looks like him, but maybe I'm tripping. But no, it was him.
So, yeah. Long story short, if you have access to HBO Max, you can see the first 2 episodes of season 2. And if you need to get caught up on it, they do have season 1 on there as well.
His name is Spear.
Spear. How appropriate.
Right. And the dinosaur's name is Fang.
Because of the one big thing. Perfect. All right, so they have names.
And
I
her
can
name
dig
is
it.
Mira.
Say again?
Her name is Mira. Mira.
Yeah,
Mira.
because that
He
much
kept screaming
that
Mira.
much we knew. He was yelling it.
Yeah. So, cool. All right. So, that wasn't the only announcement that was kind of big there. Another big announcement was Mr. John Wick. Nice to see you, John Wick. You are excommunicado from the Continental. So now Mr. John
Whose
Wick is on the
accent
one.
have you been trying to?
It's an amalgamation of like 3 different people.
Okay.
I've
'Cause
been
I was
hopping
literally-
between the Winston character, the dude who's the bellhop guy, and one other person. I can't nail it,
Gotcha.
so don't mind me. They all are
Because
some version of
I was sitting here, I'm like, what character is this?
Mr. Week. Yeah. So.
Wait, time out. I found it.
Oh, okay. What'd you find?
It's called The Clan of the Cave Bear. Came out 1986.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know that. That doesn't sound familiar to me at all.
What can you watch it at?
Amazon Prime. Everything's on
Question.
Prime if it's old. If not, it's on Tubi.
YouTube for $2.99.
Oh, there you go.
Of
See?
course, YouTube.
All right. So, help me out.
With
Bobo Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. So, John Wick 4, Baba Yaga. They dropped a poster and they dropped a teaser trailer at SDCC. And it looks just as brutal as it's ever been. Now, Chris, you admitted to us that you have not seen a John Wick movie as of yet.
And did. So here's the thing. I forget. I swear to God, I be forgetting. I know we talked about this when John Wick 3 came out.
Uh-huh.
We talked about this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Da 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 da. Okay. And I promise, I'm not a liar. I just be forgetting things. It's so many things to watch. Like, there's so many things to watch out here, and it's just like, yo. And I'm like, I gotta sit down here and like catch up with all these John Wick movies. It's like, dog, you know how many movies there are now?
You need that Morgan Freeman commentary to happen in the back of your head when you say you're going to watch something.
Morgan Freeman.
And watch it, he did. Perhaps not tomorrow, but someday he will sit down.
Like we found out later that he in fact did not watch anything he said he was going to watch.
Anything that he said was going
Well, highly recommend
Now I've
going
seen.
through John Wick.
Now I have seen all of the trailers.
You've seen all the
I've
trailers,
seen
but
all
you
the
haven't seen the
trailers.
movie.
This is crazy. I've
So-
seen every last trailer.
And see if you agree with me or not. John Wick 1 is good. Everything gets better from John Wick 2.
I keep hearing it gets better and better.
Like, would you agree with that, Chico?
I'm thinking.
Okay. This is why I say that. Like, in Wick
The first one was a great introduction to the character.
Mhm.
The second one added the part of the missing backstory from the first one that you're just like, so wait, so how did you come to be and blah 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 and things like that. So yeah, the third one shows more of the history of, I guess, said employers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for me, John Wick 1 was a good starter movie in the series because we didn't know what to expect from what this John Wick thing is. I think cinematography, action, gunplay, all of that improved because like they knew the formula at that point. So like from 2 up, it's like they keep finding ways to raise the bar. Like I still love the pencil scene. That's it for me right there. And everything like beyond the pencil scene is gravy. Like that pencil scene was so well done because it made me feel like I was watching the Joker in the Dark Knight series.
Why do and that's why I was really picturing that, and I haven't even seen it, but I felt that was
It has those feels.
Okay.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah. In
That's who your accent sounds closest to.
what, Punisher?
No, Kevin Nash is in John Wick.
Yeah.
When he was talking to him.
Yeah.
You're-
It has a little bit of that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
who it sounds
That
closest
works.
to.
Well,
And the movie that Brendan Fraser was in was School Ties, 1992.
okay. Again, another one I
Never
gotta
heard
look
of
up. Yeah, see? There you go. Not just me.
Was it a drama?
Yeah, I think he played a
Yeah.
Jewish student,
I am
and he
so
dealt
not a
with
drama
some
person.
racist people. I saw it on Facebook. It came up on Facebook, and when they were talking about it, like when we showed him, like that looks like, nah, is it? And it was him. So, yeah.
So, John Wick 4 teaser trailer. That
I'm
dropped
going-
at San Diego Comic-Con, and it looks just as violent as all the rest. My boy Donnie Yen is in it. Ip Man. If you haven't watched any of the Ip Man series, watch every single Ip Man movie.
That's the
so
sword
great.
scene. The sword scene.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Like, Donnie is legit.
I can never think of the dude's name, but Scorpion in most recent Mortal Kombat.
I can't think of his name, but I know the
He's in it.
actor. Yeah. This looks so amazing, and this one goes out to Tunisia. The whole thing of this coming out in March of next year is a blower. Because originally, before T-Virus, there was supposed to be Keanu Reeves Day, which would have been the drop of Matrix and John
Right,
Wick.
they were supposed to come out the same day.
Yeah. And because of the T-Virus, it pushed Wick 4 back. So having to wait till 2023 is a bummer. But the teaser trailer that they dropped is so good, I can work with it. For either of you, what was your thoughts on the trailer?
It was definitely action packed. It made me, for half a second, made me want to be inside the movie theaters when this came on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? Me, a whole me. Yeah, because I haven't been to the movies since T-Virus.
Same.
Huh.
The only movie the last matter of fact, really haven't been going to, like, my brother and my nephew go to movies all the time now. I haven't been to the movie theaters since we went to go see Star Wars.
Wow. That was some time ago.
Yeah,
That was that the
You're talking about
last
episode 9, right?
I guess.
Was it episode 9 that we went to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019.
Was that the last movie we all saw together?
I believe, yeah.
Was that the
Yeah,
only
that
movie
was
we
Yeah,
went to
because
go
we
see
haven't
together?
seen any Marvel movies together since then. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Huh. Wow. Well, I've definitely seen movies in the theater.
We know.
Yeah.
We get the messages.
Yeah, I know. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go see, Nope.
Yep.
Nope. But yeah, see John Wick. You must see Mr. Wick.
See John Wick. Be John Wick.
Man, I just want his gun skills.
I want his case
Do
of
what
gold.
with?
I want his case of gold
Oh
coins.
man, the assassin money. Yeah, I want all the coins, and I want to like stay in the Continental.
I don't even have to stay in the Continental. I'll be fine with them coins.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like going out and staying in hotels, and
We know,
that's
Tim.
a nice hotel. So I don't know. I'd want to get some assassin coin and park my dog
Oh,
in the hotel.
I've heard about
I
the
need you to buy a
dog.
dog first.
Well, find a dog.
Well, it's 2 dogs.
Yeah, well, the first dog didn't make it.
Yeah.
The second dog is still with him.
Yeah.
He's running around somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, he's chilling.
okay.
So, speaking of animals,
Okay.
the Dungeons and Dragons trailer dropped as well.
It's a lizard.
That's what I said. Okay.
So,
Fire breathing. Giant fire breathing lizard with wings.
yes. So, if you've been living under a rock, Dungeons and Dragons has been this tabletop game that's been out since the 80s and has many
I think
editions.
before then.
It's the 70s.
70s?
I think the
70s.
70s.
Yeah. And it's had many versions of making it to big screen and small screen. Yeah, it's been on big screen. It's definitely been on small screen. Because it was an animated cartoon.
Is it the cartoon that we used to watch
Yeah.
on Saturdays?
It was
Yep.
a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
and
like.
I think one movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was. Okay, so go ahead. Because
Yeah.
I'll speak my piece.
Okay. So the trailer for that dropped, and that movie is coming out in March, actually around Tanisha's birthday. Don't know if she wants to see Dungeons and Dragons, but I'll take you if you want to go. This looks funny, and looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome ride.
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, it looked like a toned down version of Vox Machina.
Right.
If you haven't seen Vox Machina, that
Amazon.
Is it safe to say that's the boys' version of Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes, that's a good yeah.
Okay.
Really good way of saying it. Yeah, so all the things that you would expect from Game of Thrones, that type of fantasy, except whimsical and fun. Like you're not gonna end up seeing in Dungeons and Dragons like your favorite character getting killed off in like the second episode.
Well,
At least I don't think so. I mean they
I don't put nothing past nobody no more. So
Game of Thrones changed the game. No pun intended.
Was
Pretty
it Game of
much.
Thrones
Game of Thrones killed off just about
yeah,
everybody.
it was like you kind of saw it coming.
For some.
After a while, like
Ned
it
Stark.
had an ebb and flow where it was just like you ain't gonna make it.
Ned Stark was not going.
He's
no one
never
ever
made
saw
it
that
in
Ned
a
Stark was
movie.
going to make.
name one movie that what's Sean's last name? Is it Beeman or something? I don't know.
Who?
the actual actor. I don't think he's.
Who played Ned Stark?
Yes, I don't think he's been in a movie where he's survived.
Oh, that's sad. Huh. Well, he was in the right TV show for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, man.
If he's not a survivor, he must have short-term contracts. Okay, so throwing it out to everybody. Dungeons and
Alright,
Dragons.
So Dungeons and Dragons. So this is his own thing. Like, so I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm trying to go back to my childhood and figure out, like, okay, how does this compare to the cartoon? And I don't see any comparison to the cartoon. Like thieves. I'm like, I don't remember anybody being a thief.
There was a
I
thief.
definitely-
Yeah,
there
all
was a thief?
the major
redhead
archetypes.
chick that had the cloak that disappeared. She was the thief.
She was a thief.
Mhm.
Okay. So hey.
Yeah, they had the warrior, the barbarian, and
Yeah, it was like
the
it
cleric
was
and
like
all that.
different.
Yeah, they had it all.
Yeah. So I remember like different types of people, or whatever, but it was like they were like, I mean, based off of the
Trailer.
trailer, it's saying everybody's a thief. I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, they're different classes, but apparently they all do dirt, or at least the two main ones that they show. What's her name? Michelle Rodriguez and Chris Pine. I think.
Chris Pine, yeah.
I think their characters are the thieving ones, so to
So I know we
speak.
I
got
think so.
now.
But he's a bard and she's a barbarian, I guess.
Who stuck out to me was Jean Page. I think it's Reg Jean Page. He was in
That's the dude from Bridgerton
Brickington. Yes. Yes.
and Harry Potter.
He's the announcer one, right?
No,
Who is he in Harry
he's
Potter?
in Harry Potter, but he wasn't an announcer.
He was in Harry Potter too.
Yes.
Huh.
The other guy, I had no idea who was.
Who?
Batman. I did not know he was in Harry Potter.
Oh,
Until
Cedric
y'all
Diggory.
mentioned it.
Yeah.
Until y'all mentioned it, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, there was
Hold on for a moment.
there was magical vampires in Harry Potter.
Dog. I look back, I'm like, yo. So yeah, everybody, you know, people are doing well. People are growing into, different characters, and he wasn't new to mysticism. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You've been a wizard, a vampire,
And a bat.
and a Batman.
He's been vengeance.
Punch, 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 punch.
Hi, vengeance.
Then
you doing?
kick.
Oh, they were there.
Then
There was a
and
thuddy,
was a
thudding
kick.
kicks.
And there was a
yes.
kick.
Very, very thuddy kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think in moving forward, this was the thing that excited us the most. And it's a shame that it is this, but not a shame. We have pride in this because we're kids at heart. That works?
Yeah.
All right, good.
And I'm saying
X-Men.
questionable because I'm looking at the date that they put on it. That was when we graduated. That show was on. I feel
Yes,
like
we
it was
are
earlier than that.
97? You mean when it ended?
That's when it ended.
No, yeah, that's not when it started.
Right, that's when it ended.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I felt like it was on a lot earlier than that.
No, I think it concluded in
that's-
97.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like that was like, cause it was just left there. Like,
Yeah, it was a cliffhanger. It never
dog,
really
it
finished.
was. I want to know what happened.
Well, I guess we'll find out in the fall of 2023
Oh,
for X-Men 97. So, for those of you that may be too young to know, back in the early 90s, there was a resurgence of X-Men, thanks to Jim Lee. And his X-Men became the reinvention, practically saving Marvel Comics at the time. And it became so popular that they went and worked with Fox and made an animated series, which was on Fox. And it was X-Men.
anybody else hear the theme song in their head?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had it as soon as I read the words.
That's literally.
Well, everybody that saw Doctor Strange,
They heard it too, yeah. So they announced that X-Men was coming back to Disney in the form of X-Men '97,
Puff of
which
smoke.
we'll see the return of the yellow and blue uniforms.
Well, only three of them wore that.
Well, that was still the traditional
Let's
uniforms,
see.
and technically, what you said three. It's more than three.
Scott,
Mm-hmm.
Jean,
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine,
Uh-huh.
Jubilee, kind of,
Yes.
sorta.
Keep going.
Jubilee, that's her normal outfit.
But it
Right.
still was
She
the
had on
colors.
blue jeans, a pink shirt, and
Morph.
and her yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, there is Morph.
Keep going.
Wait a minute.
You're forgetting Beast.
Beast didn't wear no daggone.
Yes, he did. His trunks.
His trunks were blue.
It was blue and he had a
Did
yellow
he have
belt.
a yellow belt on him?
Yeah.
He had a yellow belt on?
Yeah, it was blue and
Yeah.
yellow. Yeah.
Oh, I should be ashamed. That's what I'm named after.
Let's see.
Shut up. Wow. For Iota. I'm named after Beast.
I'm being told shut up for helping out with the assist.
No.
Oh, I thought he was telling me to shut up.
No, that was directed at
for,
me.
Oh, for a possible
No.
smart comment.
Banshee doesn't necessarily count because his uniform is mostly yellow and black.
But did
Bishop,
Banshee join by that time?
no, Banshee was an additional character, not a
Right.
core character.
Yeah, he wasn't a core
yeah,
character
in
at
and
the
out.
time.
Bishop had the traditional blue and yellow.
Yeah, he did.
Um,
His had a lot more blue in it than
yes.
Right.
Trying to think.
Will
That was the
Bishop
core ones.
have the almighty
Cable?
mullet Jerry curl if he
It was-
comes back?
Well, yes, if it's X-Men '97, yes, he should. Cable, I don't remember.
Cable's was
gray.
more.
Let us know in the comments.
His was more all blue with brown padding.
something like
They
that because he
might
had the
have had
pads.
the yellow for the padding at that time, but I know in the comics it was usually
Yeah.
brown.
So the cool thing is at SDCC, they showed a title treatment, which we can show because it's on Twitter, for X-Men '97, stating that we're going to see, our favorite mutants come back.
They should have pictures of them. I don't know if they have it in
let's
this, but they have
see.
them
It was like
pictures
3
posted.
pictures that I saw.
There's no motion, no sound. No, I forget. Let's do it. All right, so let's see what they got. All right,
These
I
are all
improved.
the
Yeah, these
titles
are all
for
the
the-
Marvel things, Marvel projects. Which, while we're scrolling through this, they really, really need to figure out what they're doing for Phase 4 because everything feels so hodgepodge. Like nothing, there's no real connective tissue. It's like watching independent, non-story-driven movies.
But they always find a way to connect it.
Yeah, I'm still just trying to get them to
Blade.
recast T'Challa.
I thought they already made the decision that they're going to give the mantle to Shuri.
Even if you do that, not having T'Challa is just weird.
Yeah. Well, see, all of this stuff is weird.
Zombies.
Oh, Wonder Man. I love Wonder Man. It's one of my favorite characters that just it's weird. A weird character.
Very underutilized.
So there you go. So yeah, so this is a big deal for those that have followed, Marvel in the early days of still getting that update that they're going to bring back '97. I'll throw this out to everybody because it'll be interesting. Any other cartoons that Marvel did back then that we would like to see have a resurgence? I would like to see an updated version of Spider-Man and his wonderful friends.
One, I knew you were going to say that, and I'm glad you brought it up. Because as of this latest X-Men team that has come out from the Hellfire Gala,
Uh-huh.
Firestar has actually joined.
Yo.
She's part of the X-Men, and
Oh,
Iceman's
cool.
on the team with her.
Oh, cool.
And there is a connection to Spider-Man in it, as Moira McTaggart's the villain now.
Okay.
She took control of MJ at the gala.
Huh.
So there might be some tie-ins with them. I'm thinking they might throw a little.
They need to just go on
Little
ahead
cameo in
and
there.
do the story of Spider-Man being a mutant and add him to X-Men.
But he's not a mutant.
Not a
I
mutant.
know,
He's
but at one point they qualified him as a mutant. They just need to do it.
He
I just want it.
qualified. There was a episode where he tried to join.
Yeah,
Right. There was a cross episode
Yeah.
yeah.
with X-Men,
And that's when you got the whole explanation between the difference between, I guess, a mutate and a mutant.
right.
Yeah. So that's one cartoon I'd like to see come back.
I mean, what other cartoons were out back then?
That one
Spider Woman.
You know,
Spider Woman was out.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Well, you just said Spider Man.
Yeah. No, I was talking about the 70s cartoon. Yeah, and that's the 80s, 90s
the
one.
90s.
Yeah.
Didn't Hulk have a cartoon?
Yes.
Yes. So that would be nice.
So there's a lot of properties.
Mm.
Yeah. So anything jump out for you guys, or you just kind of like, no? So
I mean,
I'm the
those-
only
those-
one.
Well, here's the
better.
problem with Spider-Man. Sony still owns that, so
they're
and
probably not letting us
somehow they have it so whatever Marvel creates dealing with the Spider-Man universe ends up belonging to Sony.
That's a sweet deal that Sony got. I don't understand how they can still have it.
That's like that Lifetime Allen Iverson Reebok deal.
Yeah,
go. Wait, what?
in perpetuity, baby.
What happened?
So side thing, Allen Iverson has a lifetime deal with Reebok.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the deals that he signed when he was an active player.
Okay.
So they can keep making AI shoes forever, which means he can get paid from those shoes forever. Thing is, though, he can't do anything else. And on top of that, they own the rights to his to the money that he makes from the shoes. So like he can't draw out any funds until they're ready to give it to him, which basically means when he gets at the at retirement age.
Yeah,
Then
about
they'll
to say
give him-
something's
they'll give him
coming up.
money.
He's about to get a nice pay.
Yeah, but
Ching,
as
ching.
it stands right now, he's had to do everything on his own because that's a part of the deal. So they're looking out for his interest in that. They didn't want him to blow his money, but at the same
Which
time, now
he
he
was
has
known
to
to
wait.
do.
Yeah.
Now he has to wait. So he's gonna get taken care of. Reebok's gonna take care of him. Oh, y'all want me to tell you a quick Allen Iverson story before we go? It's really cool.
Sure.
So, when my father was active police, one day, first I'll take a step back. One day he showed me a picture of a blue Lamborghini, and I was like, "This is cool." And he's like, "You know whose car that is?" I was like, "No." It's like Allen Iverson's. It's like, wow, okay. So why do you guys have it? So apparently,
Was this when his buddy had the car?
it was driving through D.C.
Mm-hmm.
speeding.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah. So his station was the station that recovered the car.
Huh.
And so all the police officers that was there was posing up on the Lamborghini
pictures.
taking pictures.
Did he mention the money in it?
He did mention the money that was inside the vehicle too. They recovered a lot of stuff from that car. But either way, Reebok is looking out for you because otherwise, you have Lamborghini speeding through DC. So, X-Men '97 is going to be fun when it comes back.
Yes.
Magneto's supposed to be leading the team.
That was one of the cliffhangers that we need to have answered. What happened to Professor Xavier?
He went with Cassandra. What is her name? Cassandra? What is her name?
I know a Cassandra.
I think
Was it
everybody
Cassandra?
knows at least one.
No, it was her. What is her name?
No, it's not Cassandra. That's his sister.
He went with Bethany. He went with Jennifer. Maybe a Karen.
What's up?
Lesai. Lilandra.
See?
Boom.
Karen.
What?
We are
She
so
was
about to
nobody's
lose this
Karen.
show.
She was nobody's Karen.
So about to lose this show.
All right, let's close this thing out.
Thanks to a Karen, thanks to you.
Oh, I don't appreciate that at all. That sucked. Well, I'll tell you what doesn't suck. Subscribing to the show. So, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and make sure you subscribe. Hit the alert button for when a new episode comes up. Of course, if you're listening on the podcast directories,
It's alert button at the top.
it's up to the side somewhere. Wherever it is on the screen, just get it done. If you're on the podcast directories, we're there too. So anywhere you listen to podcasts,
Put it up there.
you can listen to the show. Trying to figure out where to go. No, it would be downward,
What are you
not
talking
upward. What are you talking
About?
about?
You talking about the link?
Which link?
What are
Like,
you talking
subscribe, all
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
there you go.
thinking something else.
All right, great. So, with that,
Yeah, they're on the bottom corner.
oh God, for Chris. Good job.
Please.
Good job.
Listen,
I'm listening.
we're good.
For Chico. For Kristen and Tanisha, I'm Tim. Thanks as always for watching and listening. And of course, this is ILNL. We'll catch you guys next time around. Look, you have something to say?
No, nothing to say.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Well, here goes the explosion.